arrive at your destination.
Hey, good morning and happy Earth Day from Rock City here at Lookout Mountain in Georgia and Tennessee. There's a lot of history here. It's really cool and neither of us have ever been here. So we're kicking off our April 2022 road trip here at Lookout Mountain. Let's go explore together. Since we bought our tickets online in advance, we enter here. It is Earth Day and we're gonna enter through the red doors. Here in the gift shop, they have these Sea Rock City barns. These are really famous all over America. You can see these painted Sea Rock City barns, and they were a way to promote this attraction because it's kind of in a remote place that, especially at the time, wasn't that easy to get to. All right, looks like here we go. We're starting at the Enchanted Trail. And there's steps. Beautiful. It is dog friendly here, so you'll see a lot of pups. We're just entering now and we'll talk a little bit more about the history of this place as we walk through. There's gonna be trails, there's gonna be scenic views, there's gonna be a fairy garden. There's quite a lot in here, so you're on this journey with us. It says Grand Corridor down there. It's like a beautiful bridge here. They have like soft music playing. It's kind of narrow, some of the passages in here. Whoa. Let no one say, and say it to your shame, that all was beauty here until you came. Don't really know what that means. What do you think, Sam?
I don't know.
Look at the beautiful rock formations. This first part of the trail here. So there's like these large bridges over the walkways and trees. Hear the birds?
Are they real?
It's the moss-covered rocks. Oh wow, I'm guessing we're gonna be walking up there at some point.
Huh.
That's cool. You do have to keep your eyes on the trail because it's like bumpy and there's stairs everywhere. Sam, what do you think so far?
I mean, we've walked about 100 feet.
Yeah.
And it's already beautiful and really nice.
Yeah, some of the rocks in front of us are massive. All right, let's keep going. We're gonna take these stairs up. Seems like we're going higher and higher. I see hemlock. Wow. Look at these like narrow corridors gonna walk through. This is called Needle's Eye, so you know, like threading a needle when you're sewing. And you have to walk through this. This is part of the trail. I know there is an alternative route if you need it, but this is gonna be it. Here we go. Oh my gosh, you have to like walk sideways for part of it. This is so tight. Holy moly. Are you good with your bag?
I'm good.
You kind of have to walk a little sideways, but I think we got this.
It's not so bad.
It's not so bad actually. It's not as tight as it looks. Okay. I think this might be one of a few of these because this one wasn't that tight, but you did have to walk sideways a little with your bag and stuff. Okay. We're out the other side. That wasn't too bad. The music's so soothing. There's a little tight stairwell. Oh my gosh, this is so cool already. Oh, it's warm.
You feel the heat when you come out of there.
Yeah. I guess because it was like an underground type of feel, even though it wasn't underground, but you were like in that little cave system thing. It felt cool, like really cold in there. And you come out and it's like the heat of the Georgia day just hits ya. So like I said, Georgia and Tennessee, Lookout Mountain spans both, but the part we're at today, Rock City, I think is just in Georgia, but there's a whole lot on Lookout Mountain. Rock City is one of the many attractions that in itself houses many attractions. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Rock City gnomes. So we know there's a bunch of fairy tale fantasy stuff here, including gnomes. Rock City Gardens was created by Frida Utermohlen Carter a German immigrant with a love of German folklore. So she incorporated gnome statues and a ton of cool fairy tale stuff that we're gonna see today. If you keep your eyes open, you'll find little gnomes scattered all about. I bet some live in there.
If I was a gnome, that's where I would be.
Yeah, that looks like a cozy gnome hollow. These pretty flowers. These are Delaware Valley white azaleas. Pretty benches. Oh, and right above the bench is Mushroom Rock. That's so pretty. See, it's got like a little wrought iron, little gnome sitting on a mushroom. Rock City opened in the 1930s, and you can read signs about its history as you're walking the trail. One thing I find interesting is the story of the husband and wife, Garnett and Frida. Frida was actually the one who marked out the trail, and her husband recognized this was a wonderful idea for a tourist attraction, and Rock City was born. They struggled during the Great Depression, but they thought of clever, creative ideas to let tourists know that they exist, like the barns that say "See Rock City." This is called Gnomes Overpass. Oh, oh, I feel like nervous. Well, that's where we were walking. Oh, this is the bridge that we saw, yeah. Cool. Look at the cute door. Okay, so we're going through the red door. Don't know. Goblin's Underpass. Cool. Neat. Cool. We did it. This way next. Swing along and stone bridges. Oh boy.
Yeah, we gotta do that.
Oh my gosh. This is the part I get nervous for.
Anything with a name bridge, I'm excited.
Look at, we're getting higher and higher. We're getting like higher and lower. Oh, look at that. It's so much prettier than it even looked like in pictures online. There's a little area where you can sit. There's some vending machines here, but then you continue along. I love these vintage looking postcards. So there's a photo op you can take. All right, swing along and stone bridges. So I know there's gonna be a swing bridge somewhere.
Stone bridge or swing along bridge? I reckon swing along.
Yeah, so here, if you don't wanna do the swing bridge, you can take the stone bridge, which does look more sturdy and safe, but I'm sure they're both sturdy and safe. It just, you know, one's a little more nerve-wracking. But where we're going is Lover's Leap, which is a special spot. I'll tell you about when we get there. So look, it looks like sometimes it's closed. If you want to take a break and sit down for a while, you can go down these steps and go to Shelter Rock. Oh, I don't know if it even, oh my gosh.
Nice.
I'm gonna let them kind of go a little bit. Oh, oh, I get real nervous on this kind of stuff.
Ready?
No? Oh my gosh. Sam, I'm trusting you to see the view because I can't see anything.
I'm coming.
Oh my gosh. I don't like this at all. View, view, view. Sam's gonna get the view. This is terrifying. Sam? Yeah? How you feeling?
Good, I'm just getting a picture. How are you feeling?
Okay, we can do this. If you could see the look on my face right now, it is one of grim determination to just do this. Ah! Sam, calmly. Listen to the creaking. Don't like it. Sounds like the school group's up ahead. Holy schmoly.
How is it up there?
I'm scared. My legs are jello. My mouth is dry. I'm really scared. Wow, this is incredible. The statue of a bird here. So you can put in 2 quarters and get a view from here. Oh my goodness. So we are gonna go over there next to the spot, but you can see mountain peaks. Wow. Here's a sign about a Lookout Mountain person who climbed Mount Everest, but from over there, that is the famous spot where supposedly you can see 7 states. It is so scary standing up here, but they once had a scientist supposedly look at this to see whether the claim was true, and he said that basically when the claim was made, there wasn't as much pollution and fog in the air as there is now, so that it's possible that at that time you could see like peaks of mountains from 7 different states at this spot, but that he thought it was probably unlikely that you could see them all now. I don't know that it was fully debunked, but it's one of those claims that like maybe you can see 7 states, I don't know, but either way you can see mountain ranges from many surrounding states. So we're in Georgia now and Lookout Mountain stretches over Tennessee, but we're gonna go down there and see the 7 states in just a moment. But first we're gonna take some photos from this gorgeous vantage point. This is unbelievable. So way down there, there's one of the red barns. It says Sea Rock City. Very cool. And 800 barns from Michigan to Texas to Florida. We're kind of setting up with our little tripods to take some pics from these views. I'm nervous. Yeah. Right here. Did it do it? All right, here we go. We're gonna head over. Beautiful waterfall in here. Ah, we made it! Oh my goodness. We made it. Here is a plaque dedicated to Garnet Carter and Frida Carter. Rock City was their dream. It opened May 21st, 1932, dedicated on the 45th anniversary. There are more of these telescopes. You can put quarters in and view far, far away. Here is the coveted spot where you can supposedly see 7 states: Tennessee, Kentucky and Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Alabama. So what you can actually see, or allegedly, is like mountaintops. They're very far off into the distance. All right, we just got the obligatory million pictures at this spot. Definitely got to get your photo taken there. Read all the signs, enjoy the gorgeous view. There's a lot of viewing area here too, so people can really spread out. Oh, and they've got the flags of the 7 states. That's what this is. How cool is that? We're gonna check out the cafe, Cafe 7, because 7 states. How cool. Let's see what they got, because we're kind of hungry and thirsty. Beer, wine, cocktails, and Southern style food. I like the sound of it.
All right.
Right next to the restaurant, we noticed this beautiful house, and it says, living on the edge, Carter Cliffs, the home perched on the historic bluffs overlooking the scenic Chattanooga Valley. So this was her home. It's not open to the public. We can only view it from afar. I also see a barbecue pit back there, so I like that. Enter cafe and gifts. Oh, cool gift shop. Oh, okay, so like hot dogs, snacks, and drinks. The outside area has the like some southern food, and the inside area has just like hot dogs and pizza and stuff like that. And they also have margaritas and drinks and beers. Quite a selection of local beer on tap. There's lots of seating. All of it has beautiful views. There's a man doing some weeding, some grass cutting out there. Nice table. Wow. And here's our feast. So we got the fried green tomatoes. I went ahead and got the barbecue pork sandwich because they smoke it in-house. Sam got a salad. We both got the wheat beers. We have an amazing view. Cheers. Really, really nice. It tastes like the kind of wheat beer you get from like a local brewery in Tennessee. That's all I can say. It's sweet. It's just tastes like a loaf of bread. It's so good. There's different kinds of fried green tomatoes.
I've never even heard of them. I guess
It's a southern delicacy. Another southern delicacy Sam's gonna try for the first time. It's a sweet green tomato in there. The breading's perfect and light. That's great. Anywhere that has their own smoker and makes their own barbecue, you gotta try it. And the girl told me to get it with sour cream, which I've never had on a pulled pork kind of barbecue sandwich, but I did it. Real nice. It's a nice place to have lunch. We are blessed with this weather today. It is warm and the sky is blue. The views are clear. It's amazing. There are also fire pits, so it looks like at night, maybe when it's cold, they light them. They've got rocking chairs here where you can sit and enjoy the view. Let's take a look at what they've got in here as far as like gifts. I think we're gonna get some shirts. They've got tumblers, mugs, mouse pad, pins, shot glasses, magnets. We've got the Lover's Leap magnet, that's cool. These like rock ornaments. And yeah, a ton of stuff. Very cool. Sun catcher ornaments. Arto mat, vended fine art. What? I've never seen this before ever. These are like these old school cigarette machines. So you can get one that says Georgia. Sale of art to minors are forbidden by law? Interesting. So as we're done eating, we're getting ready to continue moving on. Look at all the people. Lots of people enjoying Rock City today. See those roads out there? I think those are the roads we drove on to get up here.
How did you enjoy it?
I was a little nervous. I was a little nervous out there.
I was smooth and steady.
I know you were.
Smooth and steady.
Yeah, but it was a little scary. You know, I'm from Florida. Obviously, I've traveled to places with hills and mountains, but I'm not accustomed to it. So.
We went up a mountain in Wales.
Yeah, we went up
Snowdon.
Snowdon Mountain.
But we didn't
in
drive
Wales.
up that one. We
did not drive up.
Took a train.
A train, which was actually really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah. Behind the Cafe 7, there are restrooms. Doggies everywhere. See this rock here? It's got the carved out words Prospectors Point in gold, and then there are the restrooms. I love this sign here, so it looks like they swap out the month and the year. So right now we're in April 2022, beautiful spring. Got another painted barn here. And up next we have quite a bit more, and we have the fairy garden and what they call Fat Man Squeeze, which we're kind of nervous about, and even more. So this is Prospectors Point. Looks like here you can do some prospecting, some mining for gold and gems. Very popular tourist activity. Many, many places. I like how the water's coming out of like a log there. And the big barrel up there. Rock City since 1932. Very cool. This way to continue your trip through Rock City. Looks like we've got some work going on here. Hello, how are you?
How are y'all doing?
Good, thank you. Some cool benches here.
That must be the stone bridge alternative to the...
Oh yeah, so if you don't want to take the rope bridge, you can take that, which...
Neither option's perfect.
Yeah, so they call this Fat Man Squeeze what's coming up. And it's a squeeze. So anyway, this way, next, Fairyland Caverns. We're gonna go through this beautiful painted door, and we can see people are hesitating down there. That is what they call Fat Man Squeeze. You got this. People are like nervous. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. Pete, you have to squeeze through here. Might have to take my bag off too. And it stairs too. This isn't even the squeeze. It's gonna get more of a squeeze. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. The squeeze. The squeeze. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh! Ah! We made it! Woo!
It's not so bad.
It's not so bad, right? Not too bad of a squeeze. And now we're going into a gnome. You really gotta watch your step. Oh, we're gonna have to duck here, I think. Nice. Cool, we made it.
We squeezed.
Wow, this is beautiful. It's like a magical fairy wonderland. That's the bridge we walked on.
Yeah.
I can't believe we walked on that. Meanwhile, I see like little kids walking on it with no fear. Look at that, little kids up there, no fear. Adults, scared. There are kind of like little hidden things in the woods too. Like there's a glowing mushroom there. Waterfalls. Oh my gosh.
Like the sheer drop.
Yeah, I don't want to look. I don't want to look. Because these railings are so low. Like, oh, look, another red door. When you first enter, you enter through a red door. And we've entered through several different red doors. Yeah, it says observation. Right. Oh, cool. A lot of different areas. Wow. Look at this. So there's a line of people right there waiting to get a photo there. But you could come in here with no one in here. And out here, there's a little gnome. They're kind of like hidden gnomes everywhere.
These little kids were chanting over and over,
Yeah.
I found the gnome.
They were like, I found the gnome.
And now that's all we can do.
That's every time we see a gnome. I found a gnome. He looks so chill there. Rainbow Hall. Oh my gosh, cool. So they're windows to the outside view, but like in rainbow colors. This is really neat. And the coolest part is, it makes a rainbow on the rocks. Why Lover's Leap? All right, a sad story about Lover's Leap. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I can stand there. This is another photo op. There was a huge line here, now it's gone. This is the Undercliff Passage. I don't know if I can. I'm scared. This waterfall is so loud and so majestically beautiful. By the way, this is a man-made waterfall. Is the Undercliff Passage. Another sort of tunnel here. Sam, are you ready for another tunnel?
I'm ready, I'm ducking already.
You do kind of have to duck. I don't really have to, but like, you kind of do.
Yeah.
But like, it is kind of close to my head at some parts. Ooh, look up ahead. Fairy lights. Yeah, whenever we're inside these tunnels, it's like really, really cool. It feels amazing. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at this, Sam.
Ooh.
The temperature change when you come out of those things too. Rock City, 1,000-ton balanced rock. I feel like every place like this has to have like a giant balanced rock, you know? It's like a thing. Around every corner there are new surprises here. There's that statue. It's holding a bird. There's another red door. And some like inlaid designs here. Look up ahead of us. I mean above us. It's the bridge. Look at how it's shaking. Oh my gosh, terrifying. Okay, let's go. Look at this. I'm intrigued by all of this. I'm gonna go into some more like cavern with water. This is like glowing. Sam, we're in caverns.
It looks beautiful.
It really does. Kind of gotta make your way around these rocks here. Go through some more little areas. Gotta watch your step. Floor's a little bit wet. This is Gnomes at Work. So the sign's turned around, but they probably put it out for when, yeah, there's work going on. inside these like caverns, these walkways, these tunnels, these like areas between the rocks and under the rocks, the temperature feels like at least 10 degrees cooler than outside. It feels so cool, it feels so nice, and it feels like you're underground. It's really neat. Wow. Definitely a beautiful day. Yeah, we walked up there. There's someone. Go through another little alleyway. And every time it's like you go around these corners and there's just more and more cool stuff. There are a lot of steps everywhere. And we were just remarking too, like how huge this is. Look over there, some like wooden fences. Like we had no idea this was gonna be as big. Look, it looks like we're at a fork in the road. There's stairs. And then there's this. Well, this sign pretty much decided it for us. The Fairyland Caverns are what I've been kind of most excited about. This way next. Mind the tree. Magic Valley. Sam, it's Magic Valley. It looks like this stone is smoking a pipe. Come and look at this.
It does.
This way to bypass Fairyland Caverns? Yeah, we're definitely not bypassing. Descend into Fairyland. Pause for a moment inside the gates to ready your eyes. Then travel down and up the staircases using the handrails in this magical fantasy land full of storybook characters and nursery rhymes. There's also an audio recording explaining what the Fairyland Cavern is. Fairy tales are probably my favorite thing. Grew up reading Brothers Grimm, watching Disney adaptations. Look at this. Look how this looks like a German fairy tale cottage. It's a big bad wolf. Wow. Sam, once we get in here, we take our sunglasses off and we take a minute for our eyes to adjust to the darkness.
Look at these guys.
Look at these little gnomes. See, there's like an extra gnome back there behind the two gnomes in the swing. Okay, let's start exploring. Stairs here, pretty steep. Gotta watch my step. We found the gnome. Oh, it's a bunch of them up there. And then they disappear out of view once you go here. This is definitely like the mystical world of the Fae. Definitely don't just walk by these. Take the time to look up and see how many gnomes you can spot. See, those are pretty easy to see, but look back there. There's more. Like, I know the view is cool and the heights are cool, but let me tell you, to me, this is my favorite part. The imagination, the creativity, the fun and whimsy that went into making this, and the joy that it brings. You can hear like families walking through and they're just delighted as we are, so this is my favorite part. And the fact that it's been here for so long. I could stay in here all day, but it's real cool. Look over here, and over here. That's where we get those. Some of these little gnome scenes are easy to miss. Some of them are more obvious, but some of them are like tucked aside and hidden, and some of them have extra like little hidden gnomes hidden behind the other gnomes, so make sure you stop and look at them. It is just delightful, I love it. Oh, something just dripped on me.
Yeah, it's all wet in it.
Yeah, water just like dripped down on me. Yeah, it is? Yeah. Oh, cool. Water's dripping, floor is wet, and cool little fairies everywhere. There's like coral scenes. Oh, a little gnome. Wherever you see one of these gates, they look like a big leaf. Look inside. This one's full of stalactites and stalagmites. So you can see how these are glistening. This is wet. This is moisture. There's more. I see like a big scene up ahead with like people. It's like a cozy cottage, and they're like reading fairy tales. A scene of sleeping children with fairies dancing all above them, probably giving them beautiful dreams of the fairyland out the window. See the castle? Fairyland Caverns is a child's dream world. Beautiful. I see another scene up ahead. Feel scene. The history of Fairyland Caverns here. Opened in 1932. We've got the Pied Piper here. When the tourism boom slowed in the 1940s, they commissioned Atlanta artist Jesse Sanders to create the Fairyland scenes that are now the Fairyland Gardens. Gnomes hiding throughout this exhibit are original gnomes belonging to Frida Carter. They lived here since the 1920s. That is so cool. And the stories continue because now we are getting major fairy tales that many of us know and love. Clearly this is Hansel and Gretel. Let's see what's next. I can hear people up ahead talking about the scenes. Rip Van Winkle. Little Red Riding Hood. There's the wolf. There's so many of these. Jack and the Beanstalk. Goldilocks. Cinderella. Very famous fairy tale. Look at the mice. Oh wow. The pumpkin. Glass slipper. The prince. The old woman who lived in a shoe. Snow White. Snow White is one of my favorite tales. Such a classic. And there she is. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Welcome to Mother Goose Village. Every fairy tale. And it's like Cinderella Castle in the middle. This is like old school fantasy land. So it looks like we'll be able to walk around the whole thing. We start with this way. And they're playing like fairy tale songs along the way. The smartest pig, the lazy pig, $1. And this whole area is filled with black lights, so if you are wearing white, you're gonna glow, and it's kind of fun. And they're playing songs, like they were playing Pop Goes the Weasel, My Fair Lady. The cow jumped over the moon. This is huge, and I'm seeing people of all ages walking around, reading every single fairy tale, taking photos, and even like teenagers, kids, adults, everyone. It's a faithful reproduction. My goodness, this is, Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over the candlestick. Little Miss Muffet. She sat on her tuffet eating of curds and whey. There's a spider. Rockabye baby. Oh wow.
Put her in a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her very well. Wee Willie Winky runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown, rapping at the windows, crying through the lock. Are the children in their beds? Now it's 8 o'clock.
I don't remember this one. Out of all of them, I remember all of them, but I do not remember Crooked Man. Mary had a little lamb, Humpty Dumpty, sat on a wall. Mary, Mary, quite contrary. No, I like can't even speak anymore. Yeah. This is what they do to you.
We've read so many.
Yeah. And then up there, it's like the coach to go up to the castle. And then I'm not sure if it comes across on camera, but there's like a starry night sky above it all. It looks like there's a canopy with like little spots that glow in the black light. We love this. It's enchanting, it's adorable, it's weird, it's a little bit creepy, but as fairy tales were, honestly, like Brothers Grimm, Mother Goose, like those fairy tales, when you look at the original versions, they were all a little bit creepy because they were all meant to be moral lessons. But looking at them now as an adult, they're just so charming and fun. Even as a kid, I always loved fairy tales. I loved all of it. We've spent a lot of time in here going over all this. You hear that kid? He just walked in and said, "This is so awesome." I feel the same. It is so awesome. We're gonna keep going, but this is awesome. Oh, there's more?
This is my favorite one.
There is an amusement park with little gnomes enjoying it. Oh, look at that one down there. It says Rock City Shows. What do we got next in here? Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub.
Mm-hmm.
You know that one?
Yeah. It's a classic.
They're really rub-a-dub-dubbing in there.
In a tub.
Every time I think that's it, there's more. Like, I can't believe how much there is in here. Oh, all right, so I guess we're back at the entrance. So I guess we completed the entire circuit of the park. I'm proud of us. It smells so good here, right?
Yeah, I love this place.
Yeah, me too. It smells like fresh flowers and mountain air. That's what we just walked out of. Georgia's first farm winery, free tasting. Doesn't look like anyone's here for tasting, but I see a lot of fun looking wines here. And you can have some wine here. Every new area of the park you went into had a red door, and now leaving there's a red door. And we're gonna exit through a massive gift shop and look for some gifts because we definitely want some stuff. Maybe we'll get a gnome for our balcony.
Yo, the world's smallest Uno.
And you can get the Sea Rock City Barn as a little birdhouse. They've also got some lovely Christmas ornaments. So we got some shirts and a magnet. As we're leaving, we look at the hearth again with the gnomes on it, and we can see this portrait of Frida and Garnet Carter, the founders of Rock City Gardens. There's also a full-on gnome store. Now there is a bypass you can take, an alternate trail. So make sure you ask about that when you purchase your tickets. And speaking of purchasing tickets, right now, as of April 2022, they do ask that you purchase your tickets in advance, and they are timed registrations. So we purchased ours for noon for 12 p.m. We got here at like 11:45 and it was fine. They let us in. And once you're in, they allow you to stay in for as long as you want, but you can only go in like at your allotted time. I guess that's to control like how many people are here at any given time. That may change in the future, but right now I would recommend that if you plan to come here, check the website first and make sure you purchase those tickets in advance, just in case you don't want to show up and be told they're sold out for the day. Oh look, you can upgrade your ticket for a VIP annual pass. Here's the prices. So adult $25, like, and premier admission $27. I gotta say, for all of that, it was quite a bargain. Oh, and also crucial information, there's a Starbucks here. But I think that that is it for today. I have got to say that I think from both of us, we loved this so much more than we even expected. Like, we looked it up and we knew like this seems like something we'd like. We're probably gonna really like it and have a great time, but we actually really loved it, and there was so much more here than we expected. Even like from looking at the website and anything I could find online, I didn't really find anything that showed the grandeur and how much there is, like all the detail, all the beauty. So I hope that this video does that for you and really shows all that there is. And there's probably even more, because it's usually impossible to see everything of any attraction in one visit, especially your first visit. But I hope I showed as much as possible today, because we really tried to look into every crevice of this place on the day we're here. We loved the views, we had a good lunch, we loved the Fairyland Cavern, all the art, the statues. It's funny because our hotel was actually in Tennessee, in Chattanooga, and the entrance of this part is in Georgia, but when we drove in, we like entered Georgia on the trail in, and we're gonna go back into Tennessee on the way out. So it's kind of like on the border, and Lookout Mountain spans both. There's also like Ruby Falls and all these other things, and eventually we'll do all of it. We're on our April road trip, but we have so much more to do just on this road trip, and then we'll have lots of stuff in the future, so stay tuned. Lots of cool things coming up. I hope you had a wonderful time with us today here at Rock City. Let me know if you've ever been here before, or if it's somewhere that like you would want to go, and what your thoughts are on it. Love to hear all your feedback. Thank you all so much once again for joining us, sending you a ton of love. See you next time, and until then, as always, stay enthused. Bye.